to make him go to Michael's Arts and Crafts? That's insane, dude. I just imagine him walking in there like, oh, they better not be playing any John Mayer. I swear to God, dude. He walks in, the lady's like, excuse me, sir, what are you working on today? He's like, what am I working on? My fucking self, dude. Fuck love, all right? And fuck that ambulance, okay? Not to sound cliche, but love is tough, right? You know, went through a breakup. I talked to my ex for the first time in 10 months. She called me out of the blue, right? Apparently, true story, apparently her apartment complex caught on fire. So, look at God. You know what I'm saying? Look at God, huh? Won't he do it? No, I did it. But the point I'm trying... Yeah, me and the spearman. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking... That's Jeffrey. I knew him the whole time. Dude, he's Amish. I kidnapped him, okay? How's he gonna tell? Shockingly, I am on good terms with my ex, which I'm proud of, right? I always thought it was awkward when somebody like is bashing their ex to you. Like, you ever been on a date and they're just shit-talking their ex? You're like, girl, I ain't a fucking therapist, all right? I'm built like one, but I'm not a therapist. This happened to me recently. I was on a date, and this girl couldn't stop bashing this guy. She was like, he was such a piece of shit. We lived together for 4 years. All he'd do is wake up at 2 p.m., smoke weed, and play Call of Duty. Yeah, what a loser. I don't... But on the inside, you're like, this guy's a fucking legend. What? What is his gamer tag? Jesus Christ. This guy's gonna be a great stepdad one day. You know what that joke reminds me of is the one thing I do miss about Trump, relax. The one thing I miss about Trump is probably his shit-talking skills, right? I miss his shit-talk. Dude, Trump's shit-talking was electric, dude. Trump talks shit like he spent every morning hanging out with 13-year-olds on Xbox Live, you know? I think he just had a headset on mute, just pen and paper, just writing shit down. I didn't even know that was a word. How do you spell badussy? How do you... What a badussy? All right, moving on. I got nothing bad to say about Joe, but you just know everything in his pantry is expired for sure. He got cream of wheat from 88 in that bitch. He probably has the original Four Lokos in there, you know? Just saving a few for Hunter, you know? You've been pretty calm this week. I'll change that. Yeah! First of all, if you don't know what a Four Loko is, congratulations on having a clean criminal record. I'll say that. Dude, I've never felt older in my life than trying to explain to a 20-year-old what a Four Loko was. Because we never had to explain it. It was just an experience you couldn't even explain, right? He was like, what was it? I was like, it was alcohol and caffeine. And then he was like, then what? I was like, nobody knows. You just wake up the next morning with a text from your friend like, dude, you fought a Walmart greeter. Again? Dude, I was playing Xbox Live during the pandemic. I hadn't played in like 15 years. I was excited to play Xbox Live, you know? Talk some shit to some kids, you know what I'm saying? Therapy's getting expensive, right? So Texas, what therapy is, I was excited to talk some shit to these kids, but I forgot who these kids were, you know? First game, I hopped on, I'm ready to talk my shit, waiting for somebody to act up. All of a sudden, this kid sneezes into his headset. I'm like, target acquired. I hit him with the classic, something I only knew, right? I hit him with the classic. I was like, shut the hell up or I'm gonna fuck your mom. Then it got quiet. And he went, oh yeah? Then what? I don't know, have her home by 8, dude? I don't know. That's your mom, dude. She gotta tuck you in tonight. I'm trying to spread them legs, not that family, okay? I did live with my ex during the pandemic, and I think if you live with any significant other during the pandemic, you know, just, you'd argue over anything. Times were tense, argue over anything, right? Somebody would sneeze too loud, and you're like, I'll leave this family right now. She's like, Trevor, we don't have a family. Maybe you fucking stop sneezing, we would, okay? I remember one time, the funniest argument we got in, which now we can laugh about, the funniest argument we got in is one time I went up to her and I was like, hey, I want to try this position sexually. And she looked at me dead in the eyes and she goes, you've been watching too much porn. I was like, okay, hot take, all right. I don't know if you know this, but porn is the #1 stream form of media on my phone. So don't come at me. Dude, this is pandemic times. Everybody's porn intake was up, right? Remember that month where Pornhub just dropped a month of free premium porn on all of us? Oh, 20% of the room? Yeah, okay. Every dude is next to their girlfriend like, I do not remember that month. I don't remember the last time I smiled. Dude, that was the Lord's stimulus check right there, dude. That was a big dog upstairs being like, $1,200, that's cute. Here's Lisa Ann and 8K, figure it out. She's stuck in a dishwasher. Here comes the landlord. It was pandemic times, right? You know you're watching too much porn when every letter on your keyboard was dangerous, you know? Right? Like every dude's biggest fear is that his girlfriend's phone dies. And she's like, babe, can I borrow your phone? I just want to Google the nearest Panera Bread. You're like, anywhere but Panera, please. I don't. Just hit a space bar before you do anything. Fuck, I'll cook. Dude, I was down bad during the pandemic, bro. I was responding to like Instagram bots and shit. Because every time I post a video, they're the first to comment, right? Desperate. They're the first to comment. And they'd be like, LOL, so hot, so sexy, so funny. I'll just be like, you mean it? Be for real, girl. Or Russian hacker, whoever you are. I'll tell you what, man, I do think I was watching a lot of porn during that time. And I knew I was because it was the same time that I was moving, so I was on so much Pornhub and so much Zillow that the two websites just started to blend. And I didn't know what was what, dude. I was on Zillow bricked up, dog. I'm reading these headlines like crazy. My shirt's coming off, dude. It's like, this two-bedroom beauty won't last. I don't think I will either, dude. Oh, it's got a 2-car garage. I can park my nose in it. Ah! So I'm banned from Zillow. But that started an argument, the fact that I said I wanted to try this position, right? But then the next day, a sweetheart of a lady she came up to me, she goes, hey, sorry about yesterday, but guess who's been watching porn? And I was like, hopefully you, or else this is a weird story, you know? And she goes, yeah, I have. Now I want to try something with you. And I'm like, hey, Alihuta la gasolina, girl, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's Baja this blast. What are we doing? I'll shut down Zillow right now, okay? I got a 2:30 showing. Don't mess with me. I will go. And she goes, I saw something really hot, and I want to try it with you. I go, okay, what is it? She goes, first things first, I'm going to get out the vibrator. I go, well, not looking good for your boy. Okay, not really trying to be backup QB tonight, you know? Hut, psych, I'm out of here, dude. She goes, no, it's a whole thing that I want to be involved with you. And I go, okay, what is it? She goes, I'm going to use a vibrator on myself, right? Then I want you, Trevor, go right next to the vibrator. Go right next to the vibrator, do a little lickety-lickety. And I was like, oh, all right, yeah, that checks out. And now all 1,200 of you are looking at me like, I don't think that does, T-Dog, I don't think that does. What the hell do I know? I got hard-to-housing websites. I don't know these things. Dude, I went right next to this vibrator. And after being next to this thing, after being next to this thing for about 5 seconds and just slowly giving myself secondhand CTE next to this, dude, I realize I'm not doing shit next to this thing, okay? I mean, this vibrator was going so fast I could froth a frappuccino down there. Meanwhile, I was next to it, giving it my all, just looking like the damn Tootsie Pop owl. You know, had to woo, had to heat. Oh. Dude, I left the room at one point. She had no idea I was gone. I walked back in the room. I was like, fuck, dude, robots are taking our jobs. My ex had a little bit of a stutter. She still does, but I don't know, dude. I like dating a girl with a stutter. I thought it was cute. I thought it was wholesome. I thought it was fun, you know? I also like dating a girl with a stutter because I would, like, never lose an argument. Hear me out. That's insane, okay? That's fucked up, all right? But you got to understand, it's not like I was looking for the stutter, okay? It's not like I'd run in the room, kick her shins, and be like, pronounce Saturday, and then just run out. Now pterodactyl, hee-haw, you know? The reality of the stutter is it wasn't every word. Sit down. The reality of the stutter, it wasn't every word. It was only when she was like really mad or upset with me, which was daily. And I just think that I am too immature to hear it, to not say anything, right? So she'd be yelling at me. She's like, all you care about is yourself. You're so conceited. You're honestly just being such a... And then I would just be like... Drop the bass. Dude, bottle service girls started coming out and shit. Steve Aoki kicked in the door, caked her in the face. The Kia Soul hamsters pulled up. What? We're on so much Molly right now. Why were we giving hamsters Molly? Answer me. No, why were we? And I know it sounds like a messed up joke, partially because it is, but she didn't care. She heard that joke a bunch because for her, it was funnier to watch me deal with her stutter than for her to have it. She was used to it, I wasn't. Because it would throw me off at random times because I'd forget, right? Like every time we ever did the sex, which was a lot, it was an average amount, but I would just forget, right? So every time we're making that sweet love, I just never knew if she was having an orgasm or just trying to say the word O'Reilly's. So I would just be putting in